Welcome to video 6.3, Creating Relevant Labels and Effective Number Formats. In the previous video, we looked at themes and gave our drug data report a dark color scheme. In particular, we started with our report from video 2.4, which looked like this. We're aiming to get it looking like this. And we're almost there. In this video, we'll clean up the labels and number formatting. So, we'll be starting from your report from the previous video. You can also open up Code Files, Section 6 PBIX, Drug Data Video 6.2.pbix. We'll start with the baseline page. Let's clean up the chart titles. The easy one is the company slicer. I'd argue that the slicer is pretty self-explanatory. So let's just turn this title off. Click the Format pane and turn Slicer Header off. Now, starting from the Orders KPI in the top left, click to select it. The title is currently Count and Target by Year. Count isn't super meaningful. Count of what? So let's call it Orders with a capital O. Go to the Fields and choose the drop-down in the field for Indicator. Pick Rename and call it Orders. Similarly, rename Target to Target with a capital T. These goal labels, which you can barely see under here, are both hard to see and not that valuable, making them chart junk. So, pop over to Format, expand Goals, and turn Goal and Distance off. The neighboring Sales KPI, the title is fine as Sales and Sales Target by Year, but we'd like to also turn those goals off. The Timeline Slicer, on the other hand, could use work. Select it and rename Invoice Date to just Date. Next, select the area chart. We just need to fix the company name, so under Legend, rename Company Name to Company. Same for the ribbon chart. Rename Company. Unfortunately, we'll have to manually apply the same changes to our Tax Scenario tab. So, select the Company Slicer, turn the Slicer Header off. Select the Time Slicer and rename Invoice Date to Date. Honestly, I might even just remove that too, but unlike with the Time Slicer, it won't make any extra data visible, so we'll leave it on. Select the area chart, rename Company Name, Company, as well for the ribbon chart here. Back to the baseline page, one other issue is number formatting. If you look at the Sales KPI, the Sales has 2 decimal places, but no $sign. So, we'll switch to the Data pane. Go to the Modeling tab in the ribbon, choose the Drug Sales table under Fields, and its Sales column. We'll choose Format, change it from General to Currency, Currency General. Finally, setting the decimals to 2 should sort it out. Back to the report, and it looks correct. That's it for the baseline page, but we've neglected one thing about our tax scenario page. The taxable sales KPI here needs currency formatting too, because we used a different metric. So back to the data pane. Select the table drug sales and the taxable sales metric, and once again, change format to currency, currency general, with 2 decimal places. Back to the report, and now it matches. Now you might notice that we've completely ignored the Heat Maps tab. As it's mostly custom visuals, it simply won't suit the dark theme as nicely. So that completes our report makeover. Next video, we'll look at formatting dashboards in the Power BI service.